All right. Good morning, sunshines. Hey, you guys, it's Friday. TGIF, TGI. Do you remember when I used to do like TGI any day? I forgot what I even called it. But whatever, it was something like that. It was something so fantastic. Anyhow, guys, how are you this morning? Good morning, sunshines. Welcome to Miracle Morning for the day. And man, not really even excited to talk about serious stuff, but we're going to do it anyways. But before we do that, Joni, Christine, what do? We say our good morning, sunshine. So as you guys pop on here, say good morning, sunshine, or write hashtag GMS. Good morning, Natalie. Good morning, Helen. And just like lift your spirits up right off the bat, right? And then share something that you are grateful for, literally changing the composition within us when we share our gratitudes. You guys remember that. This is why we practice this. When you're going through something, when you're frustrated, you're aggravated, you're having one of those days, practicing gratitude can just change your structure and how you're seeing the world. So you want to do that every morning, regardless of what you have going on. Today, you guys, I am super grateful. Good morning, Trisha. How are you? I'm grateful for my phone cover. You guys know, like that little liquid glass that goes over your phones? Anybody else have those? Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Jennifer. I don't know what I was doing while I was pumping is what I was doing, but I like slopped my phone off of the countertop, fell face down and like shattered the whole corner of it, but it didn't break my phone. It just broke the little liquid glass case that I get to go like fix. So I'm grateful for whoever invented that. Thank you to the human who was tenacious enough to be like, there's gotta be a solution for these broken screens and created it for us. I love it. Good morning, Monica. So you guys share your good morning sunshines, share something that you're thankful for this morning. Within our savers, good morning, Heather. We have our silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading and scribing. Today's about reading and scribing. So what are you reading right now? I am back on Andy Andrews. In addition, I do need to grab Girl Stop Apologizing. That's our book for this month. I've heard that it's a really good, you guys, and it's very actionable. So I'm going to be doing two, I think, at once. But what are you reading? And do you have a takeaway that you could share with us? That would be awesome. Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Stephanie. All right, so there's our savers, there's our miracle morning routine. Now let's talk about seriousness for the day. I'm grateful for suns out, guns out. Man, Trisha, me too. My buns are so sore this morning. Okay. So, I don't know where y'all are at. Everybody's going through some different things right now, right? All the different regions are. You always notice when it's closer to home. You always notice when people in your life are being affected. Good morning, Dan. And like Colorado has just been having a run with our school systems lately, you guys. And I don't know, I don't want to get into all of that too much here. Good morning, Lacey. But there was another shooting down at a STEM school down south Denver here, and casualties. And it's so sad to be around. And you guys know me, right? Like I'm grateful, and my attitude's good, my gratitude's good, I'm there. And then I had this moment last night where like I'm just crying. Good morning, Jennifer. Just with sadness in my heart for what our kids have to deal with, right? And you guys know from my stories when I was younger how fearful I was growing up of being harmed. And this was because there was a murderer in New York, I believe is where it stemmed for. Like it was so far away and it was so removed, yet I was very, very impacted and had a very fearful childhood. And now I look at our babies, you guys, and there's real threats that are going on a daily basis in the school systems. And there's other things out there too, right? But this is just kind of the focus of where my heart is today. And it freaking makes me so sad, you know, as I'm sure it does you guys as well. And we had a threat at our school for today again. And like one part that's very, very sad is some kids make threats just to get out of school. Like they're doing it just because now they realize that people are taking these things seriously, and they're like, well, why not? You know, might as well get an extra day off, right? Horrible. Yet you don't know which threats are real and which threats aren't, because there's also real casualties happening from things like this. Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, all my other friends that just joined here. So as I was sitting there this morning, I was thinking about, I don't know how much like I'm ready to dive into this subject because it's not something that I'm well versed at yet, but I know that it's on my heart, right? And for you guys to see the realness of me when it's not just all happy go lucky, happy slappy rainbows and like butterflies and unicorns. But I do realize that there's shit out there. And I was thinking about this. I was thinking about what we do, and I was thinking about how my mission, you guys, you've heard me say this over and over again. The reason why I do Good Morning Sunshine is because my mission is to ignite smiles. My mission is to help people feel happier, healthier, and more confident. And that ties right into mental healthness or mental wellness, mental health, right? And you guys might know that it's the recognition of mental health this month. So for all month, they're dedicating 1/12 of the year towards looking at these different problems and challenges that our society is facing, and it's all starting from up here. And there's different levels of mental health problems, like absolutely, right? But I've made it my mission. I've made it my life's mission is to help people feel better. Because here's what I was thinking about this morning, you guys. Happy people don't shoot other people, right? Your child doesn't wake up happy and excited about life and passionate and ready to conquer the world and bring a gun to school. Happy people don't do that. They don't, right? Happy people give to the world, right? It's when our children, and this is not like, once again, there's a lot of different issues, but it's when these babies wake up and they're sad and they feel, like my husband was saying, they feel isolated, they feel upset, they feel angry. And what are we doing? What are we, all of us, what are us parents doing, non-parent society, what are we doing to influence happiness and confidence and like a passion for life in our world? Because can you imagine, you guys, all of these different tragedies that are occurring, can you imagine what it would be like if they had some sort of inspiration for happiness instead of sadness? If they had, carried light in their heart instead of that darkness, like where would our world be at? It would be completely different especially in the realms of our school systems right now, right? And unfortunately, with our the way that everything works and our social media and our instant access to information, it's like it steamrolls into itself, right? There's like we were talking about yesterday, does the bitter batter make the better batter bitter, or opposite, right? It's like this bitter batter is making the better batter bitter in this, because there's this exposure to the sadness, to the anger, and like you can see what other action people are taking. So people are taking that on. And with that, there's more and more, or maybe we just hear about more and more, but I believe there are more and more issues that are occurring because of it. So I guess I'm just here today to say, number one, you guys, like that my mission is a real mission. Like I am really going after this of making people smile. And if I could like influence any one of you who have been on, like, I don't know what, like maybe 400 people watch Good Morning Sunshine a day about, right? A percentage of you guys that watch to make it part of your life's mission to ignite smiles, what could that do for our world? Right? And just the little bits and pieces that we talk about. I feel like a lot of times in my head, I'm talking about going from here to here and progressing like a normal life, like maybe a mediocre life, whatever life, to this like great, passionate life. But there's like the other side of it, right? There's the side that's not even here. Like they're over here in darkness and sadness and pain and anger. And that's also what this is about, right? Helping us help those guys, reaching down to pull these guys up so they feel at a place of confidence and happiness that their mental health can be addressed with that, right? So I would just hope that some of you guys could take this on as your passion as well. That you could take it on as part of your mission, whatever that means to you guys. I don't know. It might mean that you stay aware and you stay, happy yourself and positive yourself, and you're mentally aware, and you're just joining us on a regular basis, right? It might mean that you start smiling, like you start smiling everywhere you go. What about that person who's walking head down, anger in their heart, and there's like something bad that's about to happen in their world, and their head races up, and they see you smiling at them, and they catch a little bit of your light. They catch a little bit of your love, and that's enough to influence them to not make the decision that they're about to make, right? Well, so it could just be like, doing the smile that's with them. And I know we've just, like, now that I say this, I know we've recently talked about this. It's just hitting me a different way today, right? And I don't know how you could make that a part of who you are. We did the, on our social media, right? When we were talking about being perfectly imperfect, that it's not all a freaking like supermodel, perfect angle, perfect whatever, like sharing some of our real life so people can like look out there and think, oh, their world's not just perfect. I am normal, right? It could be things like that. So number one is that I really am on a real mission here. Like that, this is a real thing, right? It's not just some corny, quirky thing that Caley says, unicorns, butterflies, ooh, ignite smiles, yay. Like it's literally what I want to do. And I do believe like the closeness and the connectedness of how us doing that as a society and working together to build one another up instead of put people down, and to teach our babies and our kids how to do the same thing is a legit thing that I'm running after. And the more of you that will run with me, the more of you that will instill that in your heart, the way that you communicate with kids, the way that the love on them, the way that you teach your kids to love on other kids, right? That's on all of us, right? And it connects with, of course, the title of this, which is horrible, that happy people don't shoot people. They don't, you guys. When we can instill more happiness in the hearts of the others, we're going to have a better world that we live in, right? And mental health is a real illness. There's real things that are happening in our worlds, right? And my mom and I were discussing this morning, there's a biochemical, like there's something going on within them. And I don't know why there's more and more of it. Is it because of access to social media? Is it because of the screens that are in their face? She's like, is it something in our water? Like, I don't even know, right? There's something that's going on. But like, regardless of the problem that's there, I do know that smiling changes your chemistry. I know that saying gratitude changes your chemistry. I know that being around people who are touching and loving and warm can change the chemistry of your body. And it might be fractions at a time, you guys, but I would rather be moving a fraction at a time in the right direction than ignoring it completely, right? So you guys, touch every child you come in contact with, even if it's a smile, right? I'm going to read through that whole thing, Christine. I love your guys' contribution here. So, serious subject today. I love all you guys. You guys keep your family safe, keep your baby safe, do what you can to love hard on the people around you. And if you will accept the challenge, look at igniting smiles yourself. Build people up, help them feel confident, help them feel happy and passionate about what they're going after. And maybe piece by piece, we can start to fix this shittiness that's going around us for those little ones that are growing up, right? And be able to address that. So I love you guys. I love you a lot. I'm smiling at you. Know that someone loves you out there, right? And look some people in the eye today and smile at them as well. That's your commitment. Just infuse just a little bit more of that. I love y'all. Definitely accepting the challenge. Okay.